What's going on, y'all? It's your boy J.Boo. Welcome back to one of my crappy videos again. Today we're going over a question that I am asked a lot, and it's the simple question of, was filming your first option? So let's get to that. Welcome back, beauties and uglies, and the simple answer to the question is no. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Sub, like, goodbye. Nah, I'm just playing. But honestly, filming wasn't my first choice. In fact, it wasn't a decision at all. It was never in my mind. I never thought that I'd be doing this. This just happened. If you know me personally, you know that I was striving to be a soccer player. I was striving to be a soccer player because that's just what I wanted to do. Soccer was my life. I grew up playing soccer, and you know, I always seen myself as being a professional soccer player. You know, taking that last little goal kick to win a final of some sort, you know, and getting paid and driving all the fancy cars and doing all of that other shit, you know, living lavish. But that didn't happen. So anyways, while I was dreaming of doing a little soccer thing, you know, I was a movie fan. I mean, not like no deep movie fan that collect like the little toys and shit like people do, but I was in the movies a lot. And I always wanted to be an actor. Like, you know, I just found an interest and I wanted to be an actor. One of those Disney Channel type actors that you see, you know, in the morning time and shit like that. You know, all the little kids watching. I just thought that was the life, you know, even though they be going through hell and growing up to be crackheads and shit. But, you know, it just seemed fun at the time. So, you know, when reality finally hit me, like, you know, I ain't even cut for that acting stuff. Like, I ain't even got the actor's mentality, the actor's personality. So, you know, I had to cut that little dream out. So, you know, I just thought, like, you know, let me move to another side of the movie thing and become a director and, you know, become a writer. But then, you know, it also hit me like, nobody ain't gonna pay attention to your work, bro. Like, nobody don't even know your name. So you're gonna spend almost a year making a film. I'm gonna drop the film, and then nobody gonna watch it, and they just gonna be like,
hey, yo, who mans is this?
That resulted in me, you know, doing music videos and doing little pictures and stuff like that, because I just needed an audience first. I needed a following. I needed a fan base. I just needed people paying attention to J.Boo. I needed to get J.Boo name out there. So last winter of 2016, I purchased a Nikon D3300. It's one of the best cameras to start off with. If any of my local creatives are watching this video, always look towards that camera for your very first option. You can learn all the basics about cameras and stuff like that off that camera, and it's very inexpensive. It's about $300, $400, depending on who you're buying it from, a third party or from the stores. So I started in winter of 2016 with the Nikon. I was just experimenting at the time. I didn't really know that I would be taking this like as serious. I didn't know I was gonna get this deep into it. I was really taking it slow then. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't making any profit off of the things I was doing. It was just slow. Shit was just slow for real. So then the first time I got paid, the very first time I got paid, it was like $40. But, you know, I earned it in 30 minutes. And then when I did the math, I'm like, dang, if I was to do another 30-minute session, I could have made $80. And that $80 would have meant I would have made that in an hour. So, on average, I'd be making $80 an hour. But, you know, just depending on what the gigs you get will be depending on what your hourly rate will estimate to. So, this one time, I made about $500 some fucking dollars in a weekend. I made about $500, and I just really seen like how much potential this career field has. And, you know, I wanted to start a team. I wanted to, you know, expand this stuff. I wanted to share, because I'm a sharing person, little do some people know. So I thought of creating Waveworks Studios. But at first we was calling each other Wave Gang, like some little kids. We started up with that Wave Gang, so we ain't had no logo. We just, no. another thing that I wanted to do was YouTube, because I feel like that is another way to get publicity. I feel like that's another way to get income, and the type of business that we're dealing with is really based off of how many people can actually view our work, how many people can actually see who we are, how many people can actually know who we are. Because it's always fun to work with someone or to hire someone that you actually see talking, doing stuff, you know, to actually see what their personal lives is like, rather than just meeting a complete stranger. You feel me? So, you know, I gathered up my best friends. I gathered up Von Dutch, Chris, Lewis, and De'Aaron, but De'Aaron no longer in here. And you know, we just started everything going. So back to what I was talking about, the Wave Gang thing. We had changed that up because Wave Gang just sounded ass. Like, that shit was trash. I don't even know why we even thought of Wave Gang. Like, that shit butt. So, you know, we changed it up. I said, you know, I want studios in it, but I also want wave in it, because I just like the whole concept of wavy stuff. Not like the ocean, but wavy, like cool, like, you feel me? So I was like, you know what? Let's say Wave Studios. And then I'm like, nah, wait, cause we working, so let's do Wave Work Studios. So you feel me? Just like everybody was just sitting there like, hey, that's cool, that's tight. So that's what we ran. We just ran with Wave Work Studios. It just popped up like that. So basically, to end this video, the answer to everyone's question is no. Filming was not an option to me at all. It wasn't. It never popped in my head. I never thought that I would be the person actually following my clients and taking the pictures of what they need to be done, because I kind of feel like a paparazzi man. But hey, they pay a lot. I'm getting paid a lot, so you feel me? I don't care. But you know, I could go further into detail on this, but the only question I did have was if filming was my first option, and I kind of went in depth on that more than what I actually should have. I'm glad to show my face to you all. It's been so long since I've talked to the camera. It's been so long since I did anything for you all. But I need y'all to tune into the next video. I don't even know when the next video gonna be, but please tune into the next video. Please sub for me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Everything is in the bio. So I appreciate y'all for watching this. This is J.Boo, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.